So, before I change screens, I must say something. Can we get an F in the chat for Burb? He has been replaced. I look different, so say hello to my new self. Hello! Welcome to episode 6 of the Avatar stream series. / Avatar Sundays. How y'all doing? I feel different. Yep, Burb has been replaced with whatever this thing is. Well, if you want to know what that thing is, that's actually a teaser of my new self. I say this is my new self, but it's not really, it's just a teaser. But hey, at least it looks cool. So today we're gonna do some weight painting. But I do have something to show though before. A little show and tell as usual. It's been a while actually since we've done one. Yeah, let's just say that first off, I'm on the right screen because I did play around with stuff. Okay, I'm on the right screen. I bought a bifacial tracker. Yep, my turn to have one. And you'll say, wait, is it an index? Wasn't it supposed to be mounted only on the Vive Pro or Vive Pro I? Well, screw you, screw you, HGC. I printed a mount to flip it and put it on my index. And I tested and it got detected this morning because I got the adapter this morning. So soon enough, I'll work on my personal avatar and I'll put obviously my keyframes and blend shapes for that. But also, I'm thinking of adding those blend shapes to the avatar of the stream series. That could be interesting. Pain, but interesting. Alright, so talking about our avatar, shall we open it up? Egedite. Ah, yes. Our boy. With little eyes. Ah, man, it's only been 1 week, but I feel like it's been an eternity since I've seen it. So yeah, today we're gonna do some weight painting, which means pretty much we're gonna assign our vertices of our body to the bones we carried in the last episode. That way, moving the bones will move the body as well. Pretty much what weight painting is. And usually is the most hated part. So yeah, let's just start right away by hiding the clothes. The clothes, there you go. Because we're gonna start by weight painting the body. And then we're gonna transfer the weight from the body to the clothing, just to make it easier. So to actually weight paint in Blender, you have to first be sure that your mesh has an armature modifier. In this case, it doesn't. So what I'll do is I'll take the body, just unparent it temporarily. Not parent it to the camera, thank you. And instead of drag and dropping to parent it, I'll select it, then select the armature, then press Ctrl P, and then you'll have options about how you want to parent it. In my case, I want to parent it with armor. I cannot even speak today. With automatic weights. So now nothing seems to have happened, but something did happen. Let's move a bone. Yep. Weights have been automatically done for us. automatically done. Sort of. You see, automatic weights is a great way to actually have a starting point with your weight, so you don't have to do everything manually. But for some spots, like the beak here, the algorithm thinks the beak is one whole piece. And even then, there's some parts that didn't even get weighted properly. So yeah, you can start with automatic weight painting, but you'll encounter issues. But for the most part, it can do a pretty good job. Like here, for example, it did a pretty good job with the fingers. Which I'm quite surprised, actually. You do individual origins, and I can then... everything. Okay, did encounter issues here. But no worries, honestly. We can just fix it. I'll also quickly apply the mirror modifier since we don't need it. So I'll click it, select it, and then Ctrl A to apply it. There we go. Okay, let's check the other parts. So the wrist, decent. Okay, some issues still. I think it's because of this. How's the yeah, we can adjust. Ah, I see. I see. I'll quickly edit my mesh and rotate this edge here. And I can then select mirror as well. This one you can pop using F3 to search. And I search mirror selection, and the options at the bottom, yeah, I almost said right, bottom left, I'll open them and select extend. That way it's gonna mirror the section to the other side as well. You can see the edge here. And then I'll press Ctrl E, rotate edge clockwise. That way we'll have a better band. Yeah, that's much better. So when doing automatic weights, I like to check like what's good, what's wrong. Okay, the elbow did a pretty good job as well. Okay, it's gonna rotate in this direction here. Yeah, it did quite a good job on it. I'm surprised about the elbow. Okay, let's try the shoulder. Or just the forearm in general. Honestly, not bad. Really not bad. And I need to only check one side because the other side is perfectly mirrored too, so. Alright, let's check head. Okay, the glasses don't move because they're not weighted. Like, this is just a regular object. But what we can do is actually select that, and instead of going to the modifiers tab, we go to that like circle, like that belt, conveyor belt icon, which is the constraint menu. I'm gonna add a constraint. Armature or child of. I can try. Usually I do child of. You can do armature as well, but I prefer child of for some reason. So target, I'll select. Where is it? Armature, bone, head, and then they're gone. But I have to press set inverse first, and they're back. And now the glasses are pointed to the head. I mean, That's only for Blender. In Unity, they won't be parented. You have to drag and drop them onto the head. Which is fine, it's gonna work the same. So in terms of the head, that works fine. Okay, that needs definitely adjustments, because I just want the ear to move, not the whole back of the head as well. In terms of the neck, okay, not bad. I think we can work with it. Yeah, I think your torso is gonna be like, yeah, torso is good. Okay, hips we don't need to touch, because anyway everything is parented to the hips. And I did not parent those bones. Hips. Nope. So go back to edit mode quick and add in relations. Parent hips. Okay, I'm already talking way too much. I didn't have a sip of my tea already. Man, iced tea's so good. I've got an addiction to it. I hope. Alright, okay, we're setting in mode. Go back in pose mode. Ah, yeah, by the way, yeah, I forgot to mention it. To actually start moving bones, you have to go to the top menu. You've got object mode, so to move the whole thing. Then you got edit mode to edit the bones, and add new bones and rename them and stuff like that, parent them. And pose mode is where you're gonna start like testing your weights. So let's start testing the leg. Okay, not bad, I'd say. Okay, definitely not bad. Weird, a bit, but not bad. Okay, that edge is weird. Okay, I might need to change that one. Or no. No, actually, it's gonna be fine, I think. Usually, I've seen some avatars with crotch like a vertex in the middle, like alone, like a triangle there. Usually, that part is parented to the hips. From what I've seen on other avatars, that part is pointed to the hips and not here. Like, that part is fine. This part is not, so we'll see later how it looks, but yeah. Then let's test at the leggy, which is gonna bend like this. I think that's actually a perfect bend, actually, almost. Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect bend. Holy cow. And now for the talons. Yeah, that looks decent. Okay, that's perfect. We're gonna have to adjust that toe here, so it's not parented here, but here instead. And also, here's the thing as well. I'm currently doing, like, for school, a research project, and I'm trying to make a full body tracking avatar system, and I noticed that somehow, like for full body in Somnium, that may apply as well. It's gonna depend how it's gonna be implemented. But the feet are not calibrated the same as hands, head, and stuff like that. So, like, if you put the bones like that, one method will work, a second one wouldn't. If you were to make the feet bones like so instead, the second method will work, but not the first one. So, like, it's gonna depend. I think I'm gonna change, like, for the time being, the bones like that, just to be sure that it can work. But it's gonna depend on Somnium Space's integration of full body tracking, which is not released yet. It's in the works, but not released yet. So for now, I'll set the bones like this just for future proofing, just in case. So now that we have changed the bones, we can continue, I guess. Working on it. It's looking a bit weird above here, but it's to be expected. Because your feet are not moving like that either. And then I guess there's the back tool here, which works fine for the most part. Yeah, the weight is a bit weird, but yeah. So in general, oh yeah, we're missing to test the tail here. How about the tail? Okay, not bad either. I think it's gonna be good. Okay, minus that one part here. The rest is gonna be good. So for the most part, we don't have to change much. Like with Rye, we had to do all the weight painting manually, because for some reason it didn't want to detect. But here we were lucky and it detected. So, lucky me! So first order of business, what should we change first? I wonder. Like we have the tail, we have the ears, we have... tail, ears, the jaw, obviously. I mean on the toe. Yeah, really, there's not much to change. Holy crap. I'm shocked. Alright, the shoulder, maybe... Like, maybe the shoulder, we'll see, but the shoulder is not that bad either. Let's start with the beak, I guess. But one thing we'll add after that will be the tongue. Because yeah, if we want to try and implement on Avatar the lip tracking with the bifacial tracker, that's gonna be implemented. Because I think this week, from what I heard, soon enough, like really soon, lip tracking is gonna be integrated in Somnium, and the SDK is gonna be implemented for the updated. Implemented. The SDK is gonna be updated for lip tracking. So obviously this has to change, and we'll have to do loads of blend shapes. So let's go in weight painting mode. So to go in weight painting mode, select the armature first, then select the avatar, and then from the drop down you can select weight paint. And there you enter this blue weird like dimension. Maybe, why is it transparent? I'm just gonna go material, there you go. You enter this weird blue dimension here. That means you're in weight painting mode. And if you start selecting bones, you start to see some stuff change. Like if I take the chest here, you see this part is yellow. And it slowly fades out to a deep blue. So, how weight painting mode is that you paint vertices using the brush. You can go in the N menu, like no, and go to tool, and then you can change the settings here. Usually I set it to mix, sometimes I put it to add, but usually it's mix I set it to, but you can also try the other ones. And using the weight slider, the radius, which changes the size of the brush, and then the strength, you can then start painting with vertices. So in this case, this is blue, and if I fully white paint it, then you can see it becomes red. Yeah, white painting is done on vertices. They're not done in the middle of faces. Like if I click here, nothing happens. But if I click on a vertices, on a vertex, there you go, it paints. So when you select a bone, anything that is red will move with that bone. Anything that is blue, like pure blue, like these, that means it is not assigned and will not move with the bone. I think that's a bad example. Let me go here. Like for example, this arm here is red, so it's gonna move with the bone, but the chest and the other arm are pure blue, meaning they don't move at all. And anything in between, like cyan, yellow, green, that means that they're like half painted, so that two or more bones can actually move them. Like you see, there's a bit of yellow here, so that means this arm affects the elbow, but the other part of the arm also affects the elbow, so it's like blends in instead of being like super rigid and clipping everywhere. So that's the basics of weight painting. And sometimes like on those types of model, I encounter some part I need to like precisely paint it to a specific weight paint. So when I have to do that in the tools, I then go to Falloff, and then I select the constant Falloff, which is the square here. That means that wherever you click, like if the vertex is in the circle, it plays. There you go. Like if the vertex is close enough in the circle, it's gonna be painted. Like at that exact value you set in the void. If you set like to this type of fall off, it's gonna be smoothed out. I think a good example is if I zoom out or make the radius bigger. If I use the constant, you'll see, bang. You see it's like red, bang, and it's already blue. Like there's no transition at all. But if I use something a bit more smooth, you'll see it smoothly grades out. And you can also continue clicking to add more and more on top of it. And that depends on which blend mode you set. So in this case it's mixed. So yeah. Man, that was a lot of explanation. Let me take a sip of my iced tea. Like 2 sips in half an hour. Oh boy. Alright, let's actually start to white paint this. So yeah, obviously we don't want to paint the top part of the beak, and if this is not the jaw either, so let's go weight 0, constant, and then advanced. I also uncheck front faces only. That means that faces in the back will also be painted. But there's another option I want to check, and that option is in symmetry, vertex group X, and also X mirror. You just check something. If I do this, I wonder if I do this. Okay, no, so it does. Oh no, because it turned off. Okay. Okay, it does. So in symmetry, you have a couple options that you want to use in some cases. Like for example, here I want to unassign both sides of this middle bone. So I'll use the X in the mirror section and not the vertex group X. And that was the wrong way around. I wanted to unweight. So if I click here, for example, you see it will do this side, but also this side, perfectly mirrored. And that only works on perfectly symmetrical avatars, for info. So I can do this, this, and this, and this. So now everything should be unweighted. Perfect. And the other mirror, so the vertex group X, that is for bones that are like arms, legs, and any bone that is like mirrored on both sides. So I'll uncheck mirror and select vertex group X, and you'll see both arms right now are like painted red. But if I were to make like a dot here, boop, using vertex group X, you see on this arm it did it, and on this arm it also did it. If I were to not have this, and I do the same, this arm would have been done, but not this one. Why did it checked again? Never mind. Let me just uncheck it and do it again. Let's try again. This one it does. This one doesn't. So that's the difference between the two. One mirrors one side to another while considering the bones. The other one mirrors the weights you do on one side to the other. I don't know how to explain it like properly. I guess a good summary. How to say it? Like mirror is useful. Like the mirror X, or well, Z, but usually X if you do like fronts like that. Mirror X is useful for when you have bones in the middle that you wanna like do weights on both sides. And vertex group X is good when you're doing like arms and legs, and you want to automatically apply those weights to the other side, so you don't have to like do both sides manually and have inconsistencies. And I think that's a good explanation. Let's actually start weighing. So now I guess there's no weights at all here. Alright. So just to make my job easier, I'll actually select the bottom beak. So I want to weight this entire thing here. So I move it up like 0.5, just so we can weight a bit easier. Archer, bang. Sorry. Le sneeze. Alright, so let's select the jawbone. I think that's the jawbone. Yeah. And let's weight this at 1. Like so. And then let's weight the head and the beak together. Like that. And I forgot X symmetry. Well. Like this. So now if I move the beak back down, I should be able to do this. There we go. So now our beak moves properly. God. And yeah, we might apply something in the inside though, because yeah, this is not the right texture either. And we also need that tongue as well. after we're done with weight painting here, I'll quickly add a tongue. So now let's adjust the ears. So this whole bit here, I'm gonna, okay, this time I'm gonna use, I'm gonna uncheck mirror and use vertex group X because the ear is mirrored on the other side. And the way is mirrored as well, so. Weight is 0. Like this. There you go. So now the ear moves. Fine. And that's gonna be used with a dynamic bone here. There's gonna be a dynamic bone. And using vertex group X, as I said, both sides have been mirrored. Alright, so the leg is... I consider it fine for now. Arm was fine, legs fine, and the toe... the tail needs something. I'll unweight it this bit here. Actually, the inside of the tail actually weighs to something else. There you go. I'm gonna weight, like, unweight this from the tailbone and weight it to the hips instead. If that way, the inside of the tail would stay inside. Like this. I'm actually gonna unweight this little tiny vertex here as well. Boop. There you go. That moves properly. Let's try actually to move it out. I just need adjustments. Definitely. Good thing I tested the second bone as well. So I actually unweight the whole thing. And I'll redo it manually. So weight 1. Poof. Yeah, with smoothing. Poof. And the second bone. Poof. Okay, let's see how that looks if I do this. Actually, okay, I'm gonna use another line instead. I'm gonna use a constant instead, like that. Poof. And poof. Okay, now that moves smoothly, perfect. And I'll quickly as well, as I did before, unweigh these here from the inside bit. Oh, and that bit too. Poof. And I got the body bags in. Oops, let me just. There you go. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. If I take this one as well. Okay, now the tail is fine. I remember I did have something to fix on the fingernail here, I think. Oh, right. Ooh, I do not want this one to move like that. I just... Yeah. I think I might just rotate this here. But I think it's gonna look weird. Okay, I might add. Like, I might subdivide this on both sides and do a knife cut from it to here. So we do need some adjustments, but like for the most part we don't need too many adjustments. And then we can jump right to the clothes. I wonder, are we gonna be done with the model in like today? I'd be actually shocked if we did. Like, obviously we won't jump straight away to the SDK part because we do have some stuff to do. Like, maybe some gestures and stuff like that. And the Somnium drink as well. But in 6 episodes? Wow. Alright, so go back to tools, weight 1, and actually the strength I'm gonna reduce. And the radius a little bit as well. Just to add enough on this. Okay, I might add another subdivision here. Because it still looks weird. Like this. Okay, now for this edge, I'm going to rotate as well. And this one too, actually, I think, yeah. Like these. Okay, now that looks good. Yeah, it really did a decent job. Like, I'll wait. Like, props to that. Yeah, it did quite a good job. I might just keep it like that, you know? Because it's a bird, so... Why, Sparkle Bird? Yes! I changed! do you like me? So as I was saying, yeah, I might just keep it like that. I might just keep it like that. Boss Sparkle Burp. Yes. Like, if you missed the first part of the stream, why I like revealed it on stream. Like, I did reveal it yesterday at the disco. But this avatar is actually a teaser of my new self. Like, it is not the completed version. This is just like, I just want to make a holographic version of it, to keep it secret. But it has color, it has texture. He's like Burb, so my old one, but completely revamped. From the ground up with new features, better overall. And yeah, this little holographic glitchy version is a teaser of it. And also a party version at that point, as you know. Yeah, once it's gonna be done, that one here is gonna become a party version. Like, official party version. And the other one's gonna be a new self. But I really feel like keeping that one in Somnium, honestly. Like, even when the new one's gonna be done, I feel like it. Because it really feels like the dream... Like, dreamy, like Somnium, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But, yeah. My new bird. He's coming. But obviously, not now, because college. Soon enough, soon enough. Alright, let's adjust the tip of the bone here. Yeah, so all I need to do is weight 0 all of this. Yeah. Straight 1. Yeah. There we go. So now. Yeah, that works. I think the last thing I want to edit, honestly, is the are the hips. Like, Let me just check how it bends actually before doing anything. I think I'll some that has like split like that in Somnium because you know, weird stuff. In case I crouch. Honestly, I feel like it's fine. Like, I really feel like it's fine. So yeah, apart from that weight painting, like, it's a pain. Like, obviously. But if you do it properly, then you can have good results. Alright, so yeah, the last, like, yeah, right. I need I almost forgot. Yeah, we got pants, and a t-shirt. Bomber. So for these, I would not actually like paint manually. I'm gonna try a modifier. I think it's data transfer. Is it? I think it's data transfer. Well, first off, save. And let's try a data transfer modifier. So the source, I'll set it to Tommy body, mix mode replace, mix factor 1, vertex group. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna print it correctly as well. So just drop to clear parents, and then select those. Then the armature. Control P. Wait. Okay, no, I think I have to do it like one at a time. And I won't select automatic weight. I'm gonna select with empty groups this time. With empty groups. That way, the vertex groups, because weight painting works with vertex groups, so it creates like groups or vertices and assigns weight to them, and then the bones, they take that data from the name of the groups. So for example, the group named jaw would be assigned to to the bone that is named jaw. That's how they work. So what we want to do is transfer those vertex groups from the body to the clothing. So we created empty groups. That way all vertex groups are created but empty instead of automatically assigned. So we quickly go here to no, that's yeah, sorry, the pants for some reason. No, wait, where did I start off? Okay, no, I did start from here. So yeah, data transfer. I'm gonna select vertex data, unfold it, select vertex groups, mapping. I will select to nearest face interpolator. That's usually the one I want to use. The vertex groups, all layers by name. For mapping, I think it's fine. So now, as you can see, our clothing moves now. So the final thing we can do is then go into modifiers and apply the data transfer. And because of how we did the clothing, we took the chest, we made it thicker, and then we modified some vertices and stuff. There should be as less clipping as possible, as little clipping as possible. Essentially, the torso seems perfectly fine. Because we did not modify the torso. There it also looks fine. There it should be a bit different. It might have some clipping here if I spin it around, because I do know this. Okay, yeah, of course, if I spin like way too much in this clipping, but... Like, we'll have to see in game how it looks, but like, for this, it's actually very decent. That is very decent. His name? I don't. So yeah, that's it for the clothes. Like for the clothing, that's pretty much it. Clothing, the t-shirt's done. And now the pants, we can do the exact same. So modify the transfer. I'm gonna move it up. Also apply the mirror on the. I'll modify the. Yeah. This. There you go. And now I'm here. Perfect. So let's do data transfer. So the data transfer. So source body. Makes mode replace. Makes factor 1. Vertex group none. Vertex data. Vertex groups. Nearest version deployed. That's fine. Apply. So we might need to do some adjustments still, but let's see how it looks. Okay, I already see an error in the mesh. Alright, maybe when I moved it at one point. I just noticed, yeah. I'm gonna merge the center here. And these are merged. Right. I'm gonna actually undo all of this. And not data transfer just yet. Oh no, I applied the mirror. Because of this. Clipping, no thank you. I want to move this away. Now bring back the clipping, move this up, and move this one up. Like this. And now I can apply the modifier, so poop. And let's try this again. So time body, vertex data, vertex group, interpreted, apply. So if I move the leg like that. Okay, we have a tiny bit of clipping here. But yeah, one thing we can do when we do gestures to remove clothing and stuff is we can actually assign another material to the mesh. That's what I wanted to do right at first, but because gestures weren't implemented, we never actually ended up doing it. So what I actually do is go to the body's mesh, select all faces that are inside the clothing. So just make my life easier, select this. And whatever is outside, I'll just deselect. Actually, the Talon can I quickly hide as well. So I'm gonna over select, then select mirror, go back to solid mode and see what is outside. So this. And before mirroring the section, actually, I'll just, yeah, like that. That way I'll mirror the proper ones. I see the littlest thing here. Doop. And just in case, I'll remove that one too. Okay. And these ones here. So those are the ones we want to hide then. Select mirror. Ah yeah, first, before selecting mirror, I forgot we need to do the neck as well. There. Alright, now that should be good. So select mirror and wait, why is this one not selected? I think this one is also hidden. Yeah, I think this one's hidden too. Oh no, it has a peak to there. Ah, that explains it. Ah, I just forgot to unselect it. Alright. Good catch. Yeah, that should be good. So, I go to materials, create another one. New. Tiny hidden. I'm gonna assign it to these. So now from the outside with clothing. Why did I assign it there as well? I thought I did the arms. Come on. I thought I had done the arms. Maybe not. Maybe you have a bird brain. Like my avatar. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, now, and I said if I select mirror and create a new material, I wonder if there's like an empty one I can use. Okay, no, we're optimized here, so boop. New. In hidden. And assign. So from the outside, like with clothing, it's gonna look the same. Like, no differences whatsoever. But if you remove the clothing, all of those white vertices are inside the clothing. So these are gonna be hidden. And actually, if you want to remove... No, actually that... How many materials are already? 8. I don't know how many is a warning. I don't remember how many is a warning. Let me just go check. I know if you've got 8, that's like the hard limit. If you go to 9, you cannot upload. So let me just go check how many... materials we can have before a warning. Material slots. Okay, no, right. Okay. Yeah, I remember putting like 9 materials triggered an error, but as the documentation says, you can put up to 16 before you get an error. Like, soon enough, I've heard the documentation is gonna change and get updated with like gestures and how to do them and stuff like that. But for now, I can't really rely on it because I remember like 9 materials cause an error, so can't rely on this. Okay, so I was about to say, I'm gonna select these, I'm gonna create a new material, and instead of carrying just tummy hidden, I'm gonna carry tummy hidden, shirt, and tummy hidden pants, like that. Like if the user wants to remove either the shirt or the pants, and not both at the same time for some reason, they'll be able to do so without affecting here. So right now shirt is selected on everything, so I'm gonna select the whole thing, then unselect the shirt and assign the pants part to the pants. And now as just a demonstration, I'm gonna set the alpha of both of them in the material here, alpha to 0 and alpha to 0 here as well. And in settings, I'm going to set the blend mode to alpha clip, and same for the other one as well. Alpha clip. So these parts are going to be completely invisible. And if I put better clothing, nothing seems to have changed. But under the hood, it's all hidden. So now this should reduce some of the clipping, at least. Okay, this still clips. Okay, we definitely need to adjust some weights because there is some clipping. But you can see, like if I go in solid mode, there was a clipping here, but because this vertex is hidden, this edge is hidden, it's not gonna be displayed. If this one, however, is too high to actually hide without causing issues, so we'll have to modify that edge's weight, that vertex weight. So I'm gonna take this and reselect the body. And go see what I can do here. Which one is it? It's this one. I'm gonna set weight 0, strength to like super low, front faces only. There you go. it like spins inward, we have an issue. It like spins outwards. Okay, maybe not that much, but like that. That looks fine. Okay, vertex request. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, I think like that it's fine. Should be fine at least. Okay, now let's add. So we got 2 hours to go. And we've done the weight of clothing, body, and pants. Well, which is part of the clothing. Let me take a sip of my iced tea. What shall we do next? We've got a couple of options. We can do the Somnium drink. We can do the blend shapes for the face and like facial tracking, which will also require the tongue. We can do either of those. I don't know what I want to start with. I feel like the face is gonna be super long to make, so I guess I'm gonna start with a Somnium drink. So just I'm gonna make a circle. I make this. I'm gonna make it super sized. So I'm gonna hide the whole thing here. And let's do a bottle. So edit mode, perfect. I'm gonna go to F vertex. There you go. Let's now do like a triangle pattern. It's like my signature, my triangle patterns. Like I've done so much low poly. Like so many objects in low poly, so many birds in low poly that yeah. Like I think it's obvious, like even my bird in the corner right now is low poly. But obviously that one is gonna end up as a high poly in the end. I don't have time to make the high poly, so I made the low poly first. That explains why it didn't. I didn't cut through. That explains it. Let me just knife tool. If you want to cut through, then you have to press Z. And to make straight lines like that, you press C. I'm not gonna spin around. I'm gonna do this, yeah. So there's the bottle. Let's do the cap. That's gonna be the cap. Which I probably want to also separate and parent it, so I'm gonna call this so the other one here. Somni drink. If I can spell it correctly, Somni drink cup. Cap. So Now we have a straw. What should I bring here? We'll do the insider straw. Let's check if everything is upside up. There you go. Perfect. And now let's do... Okay, I'm gonna separate the straw as well. Straw. Now actually, let's do an actual drink inside the cup. So I'm going to select this and actually do this. I'm gonna separate it, so Y. These are edges, Alt H. Merge the center, so that's gonna be the drink part. So, Somnium drink cup. And I'm gonna use it for both the cup and the straw and the cap. I'm going to create a new material. Somni drink. Soda. For which I'm going to assign to this here. And also just add an extra bit of detail. Somni drink. Ice. And the ice is going to be kind of refractive and it's going to move up and down, depending on like the UV placement. Because you can do lots of stuff with UVs and custom shaders, and we're gonna definitely touch custom shaders here. So now let's do some ice cubes. So from here, I'm gonna create a cube. Which I wanna just bonk. In the cup you go. I got this ice. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Uh-oh. You know, it feels like you want to sneeze, but it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna actually do a couple of cubes before that. Where's the straw actually? straight through the middle. Okay, actually the cubes, I think I'm gonna move them to another side. I'm gonna move it to this side instead. Any better, I think. A tiny bit smaller, so it fits better. And randomize a little bit of transform, not too much. Like just a tiny bit, just to give a bit of variation here. Perfect. Now we can go back to... Okay, that's perfect. So, cup, that's done. Soda, that's done. And let's do the ice. So, that's on the ice. Wait, there you go. So the soda, just to give an example material, I'm gonna save. Just in case it crashes, I'm gonna make it brown. Transmission, but at the roof. Through the roof! And roughness to like down to here. And I'm gonna enable screen space refraction just to see what's below it. And screen space refraction. Okay. And on the ice is also going to be refractive, so ice, refraction, roughness a little bit, color a tiny bit bluish, transmission to 1. Alright. Yeah, the straw is gonna be different, so... alright, the straw is a bit transparent, so right now we've got 3 materials, 4, 5, 6. We can technically go 2 more materials. And I forgot to actually copy the material. Oops. There you go. Copied. Straw. Assign. Just a tiny bit of subsurface, just to have like the translucent effect. Just a tiny bit like that. Okay, now we need to make a proper logo for it though. So I quickly change back to this scene, just to be sure that yeah, nothing, you know, secret. It gets revealed. Okay, so nope. Okay, so new, and I'm going to create a. Okay, how much should we go for? It's gonna be quite. Let's start off with 1024. Yeah. So we just want like a Somnium drink logo on there. It's gonna be epical. Yeah, though we first have to unwrap this. So I will quickly mark a seam. Okay, so if he takes it from his... He took it from the left or the right hand on the sketch? Okay, I mean, we do have the sketch here. Okay, no, wait, it's hidden behind everything. Whoops. Whoop. Alright, let me go to my folders. Somnium. And I also like that when I press my Windows key, there's like the little photo thumbnail. And one of those photos is actually my secret avatar. The one that I don't want to leak. So I really have to be careful here. Season 2 sketches. Okie dokie, so it is confirmed. It is from the left hand. So we have to make it so when he takes it, we can see the logo. So he's gonna take it from the left hand. Yeah, like I'm personally a lefty when I take my bottles. Like my IC bottles are on my left. Well, I mean, to be fair, on the right there's also my mouse and everything, but talking about IC 806. Goes right now. Let's go all the way down there. Mark a seam like we did with our other avatar, like we did with the body and everything else. Take this, you unwrap. So now let's see how that looks. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. This one, editing. Not too shabby. Like here's the thing though. I don't want this to be round like that. I'm gonna try a cylinder production. Actually, it kind of worked. It kind of worked. And just to see, I'm gonna create a texture using image new checker, and generator type I'll select UV grid, and in the base color I'm gonna take image texture and select the UV grid, the checker, just to see how it looks. So I want this to be as square as possible. Anyway, the bottom is not gonna be mapped really. And it's inside the ether. So actually those parts like the inside. Oh, oops. Not what I wanted to do. So that's the inside. I'm also gonna select the outside here. And just scale them to 0. Oh, actually, do we want to map the inside? No, we don't. So just scale them to 0, put them all the way down. Actually, why is there this one over there? Yeah, it's a weird wrap. It's so weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I see now. Okay, I see now. Sorry for my lack of expertise with cylinder protection. I've never really used it before. Here you can clearly see the refraction in the ice. What's going on there? Huh. That's some really weird UV. Why is that over there? I don't know. It doesn't matter because that's not gonna be. Is that gonna be in red? Wait, what is this? Which one is this? What is this? I don't even know what that is. I'm in face mode. I'm gonna go around like that. What is this? Ah, that's the okay. That's the drink here. There we go. That's gonna be the drink. Ah. So my guess is that that's the bottom then. Yeah, that's the bottom. Figured it out. Then what's this then? That's the outer bottom. Yeah. Figured it out. Figured it out. So now that is unwrapped. Like the ice cubes don't really care. Oh, what? That's a weird unwrap for the ice cubes. I'm just gonna scale the ice cubes down to 0 and place them in a corner. One of the corners here, yeah. Oh. Be sure all of this is inside. There you go. So now we've got our UVs for our cup. Can save this. I think that's the top. Yeah, that's the top. Alright, perfect. So I'm gonna go UV image. Wait, yeah, UV export UV data, and as usual, let me just hide this quick. Alright, we should be good. And I hear my alarm going off. Phone. Come. I heard something. Alright, where are we? Alright, so that's good. That can be in textures. Somnium drink cup UVs. Come on. I cannot type all UVs. 1024. Export. Alright, let's go back to everything's falling. Uh-oh. No, my iced tea. Alright, anyway, let's go back to this and import. Is that the right folder? Yeah, perfect. I guess I can close the timer, I don't need it. Reference pictures. No, wait, textures, yeah. I'm dim. I might actually do it in Designer instead. If you want to adjust the resolution later. But it's so small that I don't think we need to actually do it. But you know what we could do instead? Something like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a better idea. So let me just create a new checker, but this time 2048. Because usually in cylinder, that's also kind of like how 360 is unwrapped. They are not squares, they're actually rectangles, like two squares neck and neck. So it's like you double the width. Like that. Let's take a look at the material. Actually, I'm gonna reduce the size of these because anyway, those are not gonna be textured. They take as much space as possible up until the very edge. And these, we don't really, you know, need those. So, goodbye. Go in the corner. So it's still a little stretched vertically, but it's not that bad. There you go. Let's delete this and put our new UVs down. So we want the Somnium drink logo to be on top. So how shall we do the Somnium drink logo? I wonder. Wonder. Somnium drink. But yeah, that's obviously like not the right font. Like, how did you draw? That's a weird font. We need like a proper logo instead of just a sketch. So let's try out stuff, I guess. To get a... Yeah, corner tools requires designer. Yeah, I might just quickly switch to designer, actually. I might switch to my perpetual photo illustrator. Because Adobe is not in my radar anymore. Alright, let's try that again. Boo. Let's create a new layer. Lock this one down. And now let's try again our thing. So I'm gonna take my text here and paste it there. Let's see what we can come up with. So Go. Disable magnets because I don't need a magnet tool. I'm a bit quiet here. I know it is. Yeah, I should mention, like, if you're enjoying the stream right now, if you're still here, you can, if you want, you can give myself a little, you can give it a follow on Twitch. It's some on YouTube and a follow on Twitter. We do streams like a couple days per week. We do have a concert on Wednesdays. We have a building stream on Friday. Saturdays you have discos, and on Sundays you have my stream, which is the avatar stream. And if you have any questions about making avatars, you can ask me in the chat and I'll be able to answer you right away. All hell live streams. The eye can copy the style here. There you go. There you go, and I'll just the final later. Alright, so we've got something here. Let's quickly invert the colors here so we get fill instead. These here, What actually is... I'm gonna just sub here. Oop. Change the other one. All the way around. Oop. And the R. I think it's gonna be the other one. Yeah, no, it's fine. There it is. Keep like that. No, please, this tool. Okay, let's do something a bit more fancy than just this. Right, let me just save the file quick. So, as usual. Lucky I was in the wrong folder. You will never see my secret project until it's done. I have learned my lesson from other streams. So where's default? That's not the right folder. That's the right folder. And no, that's not either. Darn it. Nope. This one. The extras. Somni drink a cup. And save. Alright. So now let's try to do something fancy. Put now these together. And do some kind of gradient, I guess. Like so. Let's do darker way around instead. Alright, let's try an inner glue. Okay, not no. I did with a 3D, I guess. That could work. And the profile, I want this. That work? No, not really. And either I want other glow. Something really say a bit. I don't know, can I adjust the fill color to be a bit brighter so it's a bit more readable? There we go, some new drink. Some new drink. Now, how would that look on the soda itself? So let's do the color of the bottle now. Okay, we're 2 hours in already. Ouch. And that one, we're gonna set to white. Like that, some new drink. Okay, so the edge is there. Where did we put the seam? So we put the seam there. So we need to have the logo on the second one. So here. Let's export this to Somnium drink cup. Call for color. And for a cup, let's open up a new texture and open up this one. Well, just to keep like consistency with the names, I'm gonna remove the capital on the call C. And of course, Windows. You need to edit it twice. Like add an extra letter to actually change the capital. That's quite ridiculous. There we go. Refresh. There we go. There it is. Open. Okay, I might actually make it smaller. So it fits like on that one edge. Scale it out with the stroke, thank you. Wide opened. Well, that just opened. Okay, that was lucky. That was lucky. We can go back to, we can close this one, we don't need it anymore. We have our design done. Alright, now. Let's, yeah, we gotta refresh the texture, so. Showing the color. There we go. Some need drink. I guess I might, And what happened there? Well, we gotta go. Silly me. Silly me. I forgot to unhide the UVs. I forgot to hide the UVs. Yeah. Alright, let me just export again. And yeah. Sony drink, that one. Guys, we're bad at exporting correctly. And reload again. There we go. Somnium drink. Now let's actually make him hold it. I guess the Somnium drink cup can actually use the straws material. Apparent everything here to the cup. So Control B object. Okay, now I can move it. I painted it to the cap. That's good. Cup. There we go. Oh, let's unhide him. Did I make the cup too big or too small? That's the question. Let's see. Okay, a little small. Let's make it a little bigger. Put it like here. There you go. Alright. So that's where the cup will be. Also, the logo is in. Where is the? I guess the cylinder projection. Actually, with the cylinder projection, actually the logo was in the perfect spot before. So I'm gonna move it back to where it was. So like here. Perfect. Well, export. This one. Somebody drink up color. Meh. On either UVs and export again. I always forget it. I always forget to on either UVs. My brain today is not good. Refresh. There we go, that's where I want it to be. So now the fingies, when they're gonna spin around, he's gonna grab the cup. But obviously the thing is, we cannot edit the positions on the fingers for gestures, because the system for like customizing humanoid bones animations is not done. We only have custom gestures for non-humanoid bones, so like the tongue, like those kind of ears. I mean ears in general, because it's not really in the humanoid setup. Tails, talons, like the extra toes and talons, stuff like that. Those you can modify. But anything that's humanoid, so like arm, chest, those we can't. So yeah. And I just realized I have to fix some weight here. Oh well. Good catch. So this one is not weighted at all, so you just add symmetry, front face only, straight one, straight, there you go, bang, bang. You know, this is gonna be parented here, yeah. Yeah, that was a good catch. Yeah, okay, yeah, perfect. See, as I was saying, you can only modify humanoid bones, non-humanoid bones. Sorry. Because if you, like, for example, if you put a dynamic bone on, for example, the chest or the hips, it's gonna completely mess up the IKs. So your character might like float, and might like when you crouch do some weird stuff. When you walk, it's gonna do some weird stuff. So do not ever put custom animations on humanoid bones. Alright, I guess for the last 45 minutes, now that we have a drink that I can actually parent quick to the hand. So, child of armature. And left, set inverse. Alright. So drink is there. Which object? Yeah, object with no name front runner. Okay, no, that's fine. That's the backup. Yeah, that's the backup. Alright, we're good. So I guess we can start doing some blend shapes. So I don't exactly know. Actually, no, we can do like expressions. Yeah, we can start doing expressions as blend shapes. Because now we've got, the avatar is pretty much done now. Like model wise, it's done. And weight wise and armature wise, it's done. Oh wait, we're missing a tongue. Right. I just realized. There you go. Boo. I'm gonna actually go here and do another mirror. Remove the armature. And remirror this. With clipping. There we go. Yeah, that's good. And now I have a valid region to put a tongue, because we have gestures now. And that was the wrong set of things. Perfect, I'm good. I'm model good. I can have 3D model. There you go, that's the orientation I wanted. Go. Alright, so that's the tongue. We can this. Let's check if our orientations are fine. Everything seems good on this end. Yeah, perfect. It's not for the tongue. If I can even, please. There you go. Apply the mirror. And join those two together. Highlight this. Open up. Where is it? This one. Okay, the tongue we can put another color like down here. Okay, they're hidden far. Material. I'm gonna create a new temporary material. I'm just gonna call it tongue for now. assign it there. I don't know how. What's the color of a toucan stung? It's not even bad. It's like orange or green, something like that. What? Gray white. I never knew that. It's like gray. It's like a gray color. The more you know. It's like thin and gray, so let's do that. Acidated bones quick to adjust our bones to our tongue. Like this. And now let's edit the tongue. So I'm gonna move the tongue a little higher, like here. And again, select archer, body, white paint. I want a white paint. Please, what? Darn it. Blaze. Okay, did not mess up anything, I think. Okay, no, it's still fine. Phew, that's close. So tongue one. Let's use Falloff as a linear. Boop. Tongue 2. Boop. Tongue 3. Boop. And tongue 4. Get a boop. Let's test it out. So I'm gonna move the jaw away. It didn't not. Ah, come on. Come on. It did it or did it not? It did. What? Ah. That explains it. Weight 0. Constant. Goodbye. Hey, good day, sir. Hey, good day, sir. I did not paint the bottom either. Well, I guess we're doing that. So let's do it little by little then. Go and a final tongue. Just a tiny bit. There you go. Alright, now let's try this. With away. Chicken stung is the word anyway, so I think that's gonna be fine. Alright, let's try and do some gestures. So can I quickly rotate this edge without messing on the texture? Nope, not seam. This one. Alright. That should be fine. Alright, I need another sip of iced tea. We've got half an hour left. And then it's daily meetup time, where you'll be able to come in and ask even more questions if you want. I'm surprised no one has asked any questions in the chat about making avatars. Like this stream series, if you want to, if you need help in making avatars, like, I'm here to answer you. So if you have questions, you can always ask in the chat and I'll be able to answer you right away. So yeah, don't be shy, you can ask questions. Alright, so let's start and do some blend shapes now. So that's one thing I think we didn't even do in season 1, blend shapes. Did we? I don't think so. Well, if we didn't, then. So what a blend shape is pretty much you can put a slider value and modify the shape of something without bones. So for example, here on the jaw, like if I go to add a blend shape first, I go to object data properties, so the triangle with like 3 vertices, then open up shape keys, then click the plus sign to add the basis shape key, and then another time to add the actual shape key I want to edit. And from there, while the key is selected, I can then move, for example, this up. And same with those two here, for example. And maybe this one. And now if I go back out of edit mode, you see it's back to normal, but if I slide the slider down, you see now I've got a smiling animation. So yeah, blend shapes are very useful. So that's gonna be, for example, smile. I'm gonna call it beak smile. I'm gonna create a new one. Beak frown. Which I'll first select it. Be sure to select it, then I can edit it. I guess I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. And these up. Just like I have to compensate. Yeah. So that's a frown. We could add a blend shape for like mouth, like shocked or opened. But so that's pretty much the basics of blend shapes. And from there, like, what other blend shapes can I add on this? Because this is not like super expressive in terms of like facial expressions compared to like some of my other birds. Like, right, if there was gestures on him, he would be way more expressive than this. With gestures, like I could shrink the eye, like make it flash. Kind of like with this one in the corner. If you come in game, I'll be able to show you more examples of gestures. Like you can modify shaders, bones, even like roots of the bones, so you can rotate them and change their initial position. Like gestures are super interesting to play with. And with this, I'd like to add like the lip tracking though, but it would be like an absolute pain, I think, to add. Actually, like we can try. Like I've got the lip tracking SDK with me, so I'm not gonna open it. I'm just gonna look at a reference sheet to see like what I need to add. Let me just find the photo first. Where did I take a photo? Over here. Open. And quit this. I just opened up Discord quick to get my picture out. Alright, so what do we need to add? Let's see. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's like 50 plus. Which ones are essential? Which ones are not? I really don't know. Because we don't have the SDK ready for it. But I do want it to be future proof. You know what? I can just actually export this for now to the SDK and upload it as a test to see if everything works properly. So I guess we have the time in 25 minutes, yeah, to explain about how to start the SDK. So we're gonna start the SDK part now. We'll start with the basic upload without like any gestures or anything, just the beak moving when you talk. Nothing else. So, to do that, did I do the... Okay, no, those are gonna be separate methods, never mind. Yeah. So let's start by exporting our model. Because anyway, we'll be able to re-export later with more blend shapes. We can do that. It's simple. So I'll take, well, first, like as I said at the beginning of this series, be sure that everything is at 0, 0. Else it may not work properly. So armature zeroed out. This is zeroed out. That's zeroed out. That's zeroed out. The drink is an exception because that's gonna be an object, a separate object. We might export like separate. Yeah, I think we're gonna export separate. So I'm just gonna select body, the clothing, and the armature. Glasses, same story. It's gonna be a separate export. So file. Actually, no. Okay, no, I'm gonna take these and put it in the same export. Actually, yeah. Because anyway, we can do like some tricks with the Pt.6 file. Now let's just be sure that also all modifiers are applied, except the armature. Yeah, everything is applied. Like, you only need to keep the armature on. So shirt, pants, glasses, body, cup, straw, cap, and the armature. File, export, FBX, and before I do that, again, I'm gonna check if, you know, I got some word files. If I've got the wrong section, alright, no, it's fine. So, we're gonna go to the SDK. So, I've already got it installed, but I'm gonna show you how to install it anyway. So, it's gonna be go here, go up, go up. I might actually need like just to go out here quick. So there's my SDK product folder. So I'm actually going to enter it. So you're gonna have a similar structure once you're gonna export. So I'm gonna go to my folder, you go to assets. Then once the SDK is all installed and everything, you're gonna go to the models. And then you're gonna create a new folder in the SDK called whatever you want. I'm gonna call it the cool name right now, Tommy. Okay, how did I name Rai before I named just Rai? Alright, so I'm just gonna call him Tommy. There you go. So I'm gonna export the model in there. So, also very important, you have some options you have to check in the gear icon over here. First off, in the include section, be sure to limit to selected objects. So only what you selected would be exported. Then go in geometry and uncheck apply modifiers. If you apply modifiers, blend shapes are gone. You won't have any blend shapes. Then armature, that's fine. Baked animation, we don't have any, so it's fine, but I'm still gonna keep that check in case. Export. So now, should be installed. You should have the model exported. We're gonna move textures around as well. So yeah, now to install the SDK. You'll first have to go to the Somnium Space website to download the SDK. And you also have to get the Unity version. Well, I guess because Unity can take a long time to install, I'd recommend doing the Unity install first. So I'm gonna open up my browser, and hide this. No, please. Okay, it doesn't want to hide anyway. So the website you have to go to first off, I'd recommend getting Unity Hub. So I wonder if you type Unity Hub, I think it's gonna pop in Google. Yeah, there it is. So type Unity Hub in Google, and then go on download Unity Hub. No malware bytes. I don't want to buy your. I don't want to buy you. Go to there. So type Unity Hub, and you find like unity3d.com/get-unity/download, and it's called like download Unity Hub. And you'll just have to press download Unity Hub. Then that's gonna be downloaded. You're gonna press to install it. Accept, then you agree. Then you select the folder, install, and then it should install automatically. And then you can open it up. Then you'll have to go to the Unity download archive. So go to the URL, and then what's you have to type? I think it's /archive. Yeah, so you just go to the URL from this page, so unity3d.com/get-unity/download, or get-unity/download, you add /archive. And this is very important. Like, so many people I've seen in the past do that mistake, they install the wrong Unity version. If you don't have the right version, your uploads will never work. You have to get the exact version. So the exact version, you have to go to Unity 2019. So that tab here, scroll all the way down to find 2019.2.4. This is very important. And then once that's done, you can press Unity Hub. The download button, the green button. And just to be sure I don't have anything confidential, because I know I have like some projects I cannot really show. Let's see. Unity Hub. Wait, you. There you go. So I did not click the button correctly, and now it should pop this window here. You open Unity Hub. Just press open Unity Hub, and it should be fine. But yeah, since like I've already got it installed, it doesn't really matter for me. But let me just show you. If I press like any other version, like if I scroll all the way up, 2021, 2021's release, nice. You should have a window like this pop, and from there, this is pretty much all the components you can install with a Unity install. Like if you like a proper game dev, like you could check like Linux, Mac, and stuff like that. But if you just want to use Unity for the SDK, uncheck everything except the Android build support. Why is that? For Quest support. Because for other VR games, you have to export your avatar in two versions, one for PC, one for Android. And to export the one for Android, you have to get that. You have to have this checked. And once you have everything there, you can press install. Of course, you can check other things if you want to do other things with your Unity version, but if it's just for the SDK, just check on Android and you should be good. Then once that's done, let me just go here again, because I just need to clear up something. Remove from list. Remove. That should not be confidential anywhere. So from there, depending on if you have like new Unity versions and stuff like that, it's gonna depend. Once it's installed, you'll be able to go to projects and press new. But like if you just have one Unity version, so the 2019.2.4, you can just press new. But if you have multiple Unity versions, and I really recommend doing that, is to press the arrow next to the new button, and then selecting 2019.2.4 F1. So the Unity version you downloaded. And then the template, you select 3D, you can name this whatever you want. And of course, select the location of your project. And then press create. So just as an example, I'm gonna create a new project. So I'm just gonna do that and press create. And while that's creating, I'm gonna go download the SDK. So go to somniumspace.com. And once the website loads, go to Unity SDK. So it should be like at the top right, you've got the download current. Well, a bit lower, you have Unity SDK. Click this, and the written documentation is gonna open, which explains pretty much what I just explained here. At number 2.1, download the Somnium Space Unity package by clicking this link here. Click the link, and it should download the SDK. So now the product is created. So my layout is a bit weird, and I know that. I'm going to save my layout to something like that, just so I don't lose my own layout. And you should be by default on this layout. It should look like this. So now we're gonna import the package. So from the page we downloaded it, so here, you can just click, and it should already start to import. So now you have like everything here, just select all, import. And in the meantime, I'm actually gonna open my other Unity SDK. So it's gonna be, let me find it first. This one. So it's still importing. It could take a little while. So this window should pop up the updater, and I recommend logging in first. Before doing anything, log in first. So at the top you see Somnium SDK. Press login, and you should have a login window with like username and password. Type your username, type your password, and then press login, and you should land on this. And from there you can go to scenes. In the project window tab, scenes, and then upload scene. And this should be it. And actually, I'd recommend also taking that upload scene, selecting it, and then pressing Ctrl D to duplicate it. Because each time the SDK will update, that scene will be reset. By duplicating it, you bypass the reset, and it doesn't matter, like every update, it just changes like the logic behind so far, so it still works. But if at one point the whole scene changes, I'd recommend resetting your scene and just copying your custom like assets over to the updated scene, and then just duplicating that one as a new scene again. Okay, so now to navigate around, there's a viewport here. You can right click, hold right click to like look around, then WASD to move, Q and E to move up and down. You can also hold Alt and left click to spin around a point, Alt and right click to zoom, and Alt and mouse click to pan around. And also to focus on objects, that's very useful. Select it by clicking on it and then press F, and that should focus on it. And if you press then Alt left click, you should spin around it. But I like to use a WASD control usually. And you can also use a mouse wheel while you're in this mode to slow down or move it faster. And also shift makes you move faster. I think we're on the same page here, so I'm just gonna go to the actual SDK I use for everything. Hello, my boy. We don't need you anymore, so just to be sure. Okay, and goodbye. You're already tokenized. I don't need you anymore. I cannot touch you anymore. Goodbye. So now, as I said earlier, when I exported the model, I created a new folder called Tommy, so the name of my avatar. In the models folder from the root, there's models and Tommy. And in there, I'll also create two new folders called textures and another one called materials. I should probably go to the default layout as well, huh? There we go. So yeah, let's first export them, extract the materials. So I'm gonna click on the FBX. Actually, I should set it up first, right? So I'm gonna do that. So first off, in the models tab, legacy blend shape normals, I'm gonna check legacy. In rig, I'm gonna set to humanoid, create from this model. Okay, it automatically detected as a humanoid, but it may happen that it does not detect automatically. So yeah, in case it doesn't, and just to check if everything's fine, I'm gonna go to configure. I'm gonna save my scene and also apply the legacy blend shapes. Okay, so some stuff did not detect correctly because of some of the stuff I added. So let's just hips, that's fine. No, that's not fine actually. So hips, I'm gonna drop it there. Spine's fine. Chest is not. Shoulder, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And that is also fine. Head, neck, head, ear. Okay, detected the ears as the eyes, so I'm gonna unassign them because I don't have any eye bones. And jaw. Left hand detected fine, right hand detected fine. So once everything's fine, you press apply. You can also go play in the muscle settings, but I'm not going to do that for now. And I'm just going to drop the model, so this whole thing. Actually, before doing that, I'm gonna export the materials first, like I said. So animation, you don't have any materials. Extract materials to the materials folder we created. So here, and bang. Materials. And now you can see all the materials here. And now let's export the textures. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible because we have 5 minutes. Uh-oh. Okay, let's import a texture. So we have only 2 textures. So in the textures folder, just take whatever texture you have. So it was the cup color, the color, and the smoothness of the body. Over here. We don't have any normals, so no need for that. So those I'm gonna set. Actually, we can keep it at default. Yeah, we can keep it at default. I'm just gonna set alpha is transparency, especially for the smoothness. Okay, now in the materials, we can actually start playing with stuff. So the drink cup, I'm going to set this material and to white. I also put it a bit smooth and non-metallic. And now tell me material, that's gonna be, the smoothness is gonna go in metallic and the color is gonna go in albedo. Like so. And a quick re-import, just to have everything. And now we can drag this on the model pivot. There we go. And the glasses. I forgot about the glasses. We need Tommy color, I think. Yeah. And that one, the rendering mode, I'll set to transparent. Set the smoothness to like 1, so it's reflective. Like it reflects a bit everything. We can add a custom shader later on it. That's good. The drink, I'm gonna remove it for now. Actually, no, I'm just gonna hide it. There we go. So now we have a basic avatar, and I just realized I need to reset the bones here. Oops. Well, re-export. Go, 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 go. File, export, FBX, this one, bang. Go back. And yeah, from there, did I lose my page? No, I did not. Okay, anyway. So yeah, from there, we have 2 minutes to quickly export it. So Tommy, I'm gonna add a component quick. I'm gonna explain that in next episode in more details. I'm gonna add an avatar config, set to male, lip sync, and set to jawbone, auto detect, and see how that, like a bit of angle, not too much because it's still like a toucan. There we go. So that should be set up, and now we can try and build. Errors matters. Cut 9. Why do I have 9? Okay, I'm just gonna remove the cup for now. Remove. And remove. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna adjust everything later. So build. Come on, quicker, build. Wait, they did log me out. Wait. Please update. Come on. Okay, we're gonna go over time. We're going over time. Come on. Like, it definitely needs like a message, like here in the component itself saying please add the SDK first, or just don't force the update, because this is annoying. There you go, build, build. There we go. I just have to wait now. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start my Somnium launcher, so... There we go. There we go, so I'm just gonna do a quick zoom on the face. Tommy. First test. Have it, upload, there we go. I'm gonna explain all of this next episode. Because we are running out of time. And now from the launcher, you can go to avatar selection, custom. Once it's uploaded, you'll be able to go there. I'm gonna explain more detail. And there's our boy. Then you press use this avatar and go in game. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. Like we kind of rushed out at the end, but we had no choice. I want to test it as soon as possible, just to see if everything works. But honestly, I think it's gonna work. I really feel it's gonna work pretty fine. So yeah. How many people do we have on the stream right now? We have let's see. 1 on Twitch, 1 on YouTube, 3 on I feel lonely. Anyway, for those who are still here, thank you for watching today's episode. And next episode, we're gonna go in more detail with SDK and gestures and add more of a themes for like once like that part is updated. Yeah, once that part is updated, we'll see. So yeah, thank you for watching today's episode, and I will see you in the next episode next Sunday. Same place, same time. Bye bye.